we are doing something different. Oh yeah. So the folks over at Banggood, which we get to review some of their products on occasion, which is kind of nice. They were like, "Is there anything of interest on our page, on our store that you'd like to try out?" So I went searching around, and I was like, "Oh," because now we live somewhere a little more rural, and I actually, unlike when we lived in a townhouse in the city, there's a lot more yard work. We have like trees, and we have all kinds of outdoorness that we have to deal with. So, I felt like a grown-up this year having to buy like all these tools and yard equipment and snow blowers and lawnmowers and trimmers and all kinds of stuff. So, I was like, hey, this looks cool. I'll try a little mini chainsaw. Yeah, mini chainsaw. Okay, so this is the listing. Comes in at like $56 for like a mini chainsaw. Now it came in a little box, just so you guys know, but I got this just before Christmas, which was actually really good for timing wise, because I had a weird gift that I had to wrap for Mary, and I didn't have a box, and it fit, so I used that box to pack her present in. Anyways, 550 watt, 21 volt, 4-inch mini cordless one-hand electric chainsaw. Now, this could be used for stuff around the outside of the house, maybe the zombie apocalypse, whatever, So kind of cool, one-handed, right? So you got dual weapons, possibly. I don't know. Only for zombie apocalypse, if that's something that happens. And this one says that it comes with EU plug. I'm hoping that I have some kind of adapter, or it comes with an adapter, since I'm not in the EU. But this is it. Again, this all came in a box, but it was just a brown box. And here you guys can see lithium electric tool charging chainsaw. Yep. Read the instructions. Okie dokie. I will do that. Do I have to actually assemble the chainsaw along the guide bar? Oh, there's some assembly. So we'll see how that works. Anyways, here it is. This is what it came with. It seems like a decent size. That's it right there. I'm guessing this is where the chainsaw-y part is going to be, so you can like, that's my sound. And this one came with dual batteries. Oh, so I did have, I think this is, oh yeah, so this is it here. It does look like it's a North American plug. I have a USB adapter, but I don't think that's from this. Right there. Okay, down with it. You also get this is the dual batteries, right? So there they are, right there, little batteries. I probably should have charged these over the nighttime, but I would think for a little chainsaw like that, and you get two, that should be handy. And you get a chain. You guys see the chain, right? You get a chain. You get a little screwdriver tool. You get, I'm guessing this is the blade. Now, size-wise, you guys get an idea. That's the size right there. So it's not a big chainsaw. This is not going to go through like a big tree, but tree branches and stuff like that for trimming, I think this could be useful. What else do we get? This is a bag that I'm guessing this came in. Maybe a guard, probably just a guard, something like that, and another little tightening tool. So this does have instructions. Remove the sprocket. Okay, I'm gonna move the batteries up here. We're gonna put it together. I might put it together faster for you. Remove this. Okay, so that was loose, which I guess that's fine now. You don't want it loose later. Remove the sprocket cover. I guess this whole thing comes off. Assemble the saw chain along the guide. Okay. Like a lot of this stuff, the instructions could be better. I'm just saying, right? There it is. I don't know if there's a front and a back, or like which way it goes. I can see how that is sharp though. And I'm guessing you just take this, right, and all these little teeth thing, you guys can see it, there's a little like slot right there. They all just kind of fit in that little slot. And then this somehow goes here, maybe like so, maybe like, I'm guessing this here possibly is where that screw goes. Maybe this goes around this somehow. Place the chain around the sprocket and ensure the guide bar line up the pin. Please note the chainsaw must be installed in the correct position. Again, not the greatest of instructions, right? Now, is this I'm guessing is what this screwdriver is for. So you have to take this, and this will adjust that pin up and or down. Because that's got to go on there first. You put this on like so, and that pin has got to go, it's got to go back, right? So we're going to just move this so that pin, this little pin here, slides backwards into place. We're close, I think. I think we're close. We're getting there. So same idea, you just kind of tinker it around, make sure you're going the right way. There's a little guide there. So again, I'm close. Key to remember is which way it loosens and which way it tightens, you know. So counterclockwise moves it this way. So I'm just gonna maybe like that. Because this is part of it, right? You gotta know how to put this together. And I sure don't. Oh, I think I'm there, right? I think I'm there. See, it's on there now, right? So that's not gonna move. And this, I'm guessing that's just how it sits. Yeah, because whoops, that the little chain fits. I guarantee you can do this, and you guys can probably do this faster than I can. Seems right. Make sure it's in here. Nice. Make sure that fits on there. This fits in good. Make sure those are all in properly. Your guide, maybe you want it just to stand it upright like this, you know. Your guide sits on there, and that snugs it in place is my guess. This, before I attach anything, right, place the chainsaw, yep. Adjust the tension of the chain. If the chain is loose during use, it cannot be tightened. Attach to the guide bar. Okay, maybe now that this is here, I can, yeah, see, now you can tighten it. Okay, so you get it there, and that moves it. Oh, see, now that's tight. So again, now it's clockwise to tighten the chain. So the chain is going to get, now you don't want to probably go too tight, but tight enough. I'm with you. Tighten the nut with the wrench. Yeah. Now, what it doesn't seem to say here, I'm going to just get this on here so it doesn't fall off. Yeah, it's not bad. Once you get it, don't go to be like you shouldn't be around tools, because I know that. But okay, so that's there, and this, I'm guessing this somehow, because that's another, like, it feels like a loose screw. I think this comes out. It doesn't even feel like it's in there much anyway. Yeah, that just comes out. It's a little screw right on the top. Decent size screw. And this feels like it would just kind of sit. On this one side, there's a little edge there. It's like a little area that can fit in here, that little square. And you just kind of pop it in there, and then you take your screw, pop that in there, give it a tighten. Yeah, things are coming together. Okay, all right. Because now you got a guide, right? Or a guard. Any of these batteries work? Should I be frightened? I am a little frightened. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm a little frightened. This goes on. It's got to go on this way. Oh man. You see that? Okay, let's go outside. Let's go outside and chop something down. Cut something up. Maybe this I'll use for my unboxings. No, not a toy. Not a toy. Just go outside. Okay, so we're outside. We've got a little mini chainsaw, right? See, zombies? Yep. Now, don't expect to buy this and get the power that you would get from a full-size chainsaw by any means. Like, if you're like, I want to cut down one of these trees here. This is not what you should have. There's like little tracks here. They don't look like, I can't tell. They don't look like people tracks, I don't think. Right? Maybe they're deer. We get deer come through here every once in a while. Maybe deer tracks. Anyways, let's go over here. And, oh, there's like, is that so wet back here? Like this. Oh, that cut through that maybe? That's pretty thick. All right, well, let's find a small branch. Oh, a small twig. All right, there's a bunch of stuff here. You guys can see it down there maybe. Let's try one of these. Okay, I'm gonna put this on my hat and we'll do some recording. Hold on. Okay, so I got my gloves on, and let's say there's this, right? It's fairly thick. All right, let's try it. Ready? Now that's the other thing. I don't know if there is a right way and a wrong way. It seems to be cutting. Definitely cutting, but it's also, without touching it, loosening a little bit. So I should try this because I'm curious to see if I put the chain on the right way, or if there's a front and a back. I don't think there is, because it looks like it's just repeating the same thing on both sides. But I do want to tighten that screw because it's already, without touching it, right, it already seems to be loosening a bit. So that's the one thing that I think is important for you guys if you're looking at something like this, is Loctite, right? You want to make sure you probably put some Loctite, especially on like maybe this one here, just to make sure, because it's definitely getting a little loose. So maybe that's a little big for it. You know, maybe it's something that we want a little like smaller in size. I'm just like, right? I'm curious, because if you had something like these, see, that's better. It's probably better for stuff like that. Probably nothing that's too thick. So if you're down here and you're like, oh, I just need this off down here, right? That chugs through that pretty good. So just watch, I think, how thick it is.
really something that I think is best for, like I said, twigs and small. It's like trimming. It's almost like a trimming tool, right? Because like this over here, maybe it's useful. You're like, oh, this branch is in the way. Right.
Okay, so I'm back in the house. And just so you guys know, just take this off. Just so you guys know, chains on a chainsaw, and I do have the battery out because I was outside and I was like, la la la. I'm like, whoa, battery off. Chains on a chainsaw do have a forward and a backwards. So you can, without question, put this chain on the wrong way. So how do you know? I don't know. My guess is that it spins. Here's the easy way. Do like what I did. First off, you'll have a 50-50 chance. Second is, if you go outside and it cuts, well, it doesn't cut. Well, then you got it on backwards. And if it does cut, then it's on right. It's kind of that simple. Now the bonus to this, one screw and it's easy to flip the chain around. When I first tried it out, I was like, nah, it's kind of just for like little things. It's not really doing anything. But when the chain's on right, surprisingly, it works really good. So I could cut all kinds of stuff. This thing was just slicing through it. I was quite pleased. Now it takes, and I did charge both these batteries. I don't know how long they'll get on a charge, but it did take approximately 2 hours to charge one of these from completely empty to full. So the bonus is you do get 2 of them, at least on the pack that I got. And this means you can use one while the other one's charging. And if you're out really just using something like this, I don't know how extreme, because if you're cutting like really big logs, anything bigger than like this one here, even if you were cutting a lot of this size, I'd probably say get an actual full size or at least bigger chainsaw. But it works. So if you only have to do this on occasion, this will slice through it. And anything kind of smaller, you got to remember this is your size right here. So if your log is bigger than this, you're gonna have to kind of go through it and rotate and go through it again. But it can do it. So if it's bigger than twice of this, you're gonna have issues. For like, I don't know what it is, $50-$60 US, not bad at all. Just kind of know what you're getting, right? And put the chain on right. So easy to put together. It does loosen a little bit, but that's all chains. I run a motorcycle and you have to tighten the chains on those all the time as well. So nice and easy to tighten. You just have that tightening screw that's just on the bottom here, I think it is. And then just tighten this one. So I talked about putting Loctite on this before, and I probably still would just put some Loctite, because once this is on, you're not going to have to take this, at least like not a permanent Loctite, but something that's like a temporary Loctite that's going to keep it there unless you give it a good snap and you break the seal. Once you have something like that, I think it's good. Yeah, you know what? Like I said, for that price point, I'm pleased. I wasn't before, but I am now. So hopefully my mistake makes you a better chainsaw user. Yeah, better chainsaw user. And it's light. And when the zombies come, I'm good. I'm good. At least for close quarters and until both my batteries die. All right, guys. Links to Banggood site down below. And that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit the little notification bell. And I think this is it's kind of a win for sure. Later, my friends. I got more cutting to do. More cutting to do. This just, yeah.